All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. I just want to go in through the spirit, concerning these two articles. All right. It says U.S. adds 300 service members to Space Force with virtual swearing in, hosted by Chief. All right. It says Washington, the U.S. Space Force expanded the virtual swearing in of 300 service members at a Defense Department ceremony hosted by General John Raymond, the first commander of the 21st century addition to the United States military on Tuesday. All right. Because, Esau pretty much added a brand new branch, to the military. That's the Space Force. Okay. And let me see if there's any more on here. Yeah, there's pretty much, it on this article. They just letting you know that, Esau's Space Force, they're adding more people, man, more troops. OK, 300 more service members. All right, which lets you know that, Esau, he's putting in work up there in the heavens and in outer space, man. All right. And we know that according to biblical prophecy, Esau, the so-called white man, is going to try to make war with Yahweh Shai and the holy angels in these end times. OK, and Esau is going to lose horribly. All right. But it just shows you that, the pride of Esau, man, the so-called white man, he thinks he's going to be able to fight against the Lord, man. All right. Here's another article. It says U.S. military officials eye new generation of space weapons. OK, so Esau, he's up there making space weapons. OK, and they're adding more servicemen, more military are up there. All right. Military personnel. They're adding more. All right. Which letting you know that, prophecy is being fulfilled. And, we would have to be at the end days. All right. We would have to be in the end. OK, where Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, is on his way back, man. All right. Now I want to get a few scriptures, concerning, this prophecy, man. All right. That Esau, he's going to get taken out of his spot, out of his rulership in the earth, man. All right. And all the weapons that Esau put out there in outer space, that's just going to get taken down. All right. So I want to get a quick precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 49:16. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Thou holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Okay, so it says, thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. Okay, so Esau, your pride have deceived you, man. Just because Yahweh Shema Shai, gave you, the inspiration or the intelligence, to create, the nuclear bomb. All right. To create, all this technology, which is really low level. OK. And on top of that, if it wasn't for prophecy, you wouldn't be able to you wouldn't be smart enough to do any of this stuff on your own. OK. The Lord is actually leading you. All right. And giving you, the ability to create all this technology. All right. So there's no room for you to be proud, man, as if you did it on your own will or your own might. OK. And it says, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Yeah, because Esau, your history is, you're the base man. OK. And going into Esau's history, Esau, he used to dwell in the rocks, and the nation of Edom used to be uncivilized. They didn't have a language. OK. Matter of fact, let me go into the book of Job, just to prove that point. Okay, so the fact that you're ruling and that you have all this technology is simply because Yahweh Shema Shai put you in that position, man. All right. This is Job chapter 30:1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Speaking of Esau, the so-called white man, okay? Because the Lord's chosen lineage goes through Abraham, Isaac, and then from Esau and Jacob, it went to Jacob instead of Esau, okay? So Esau is a new nation, okay? A younger nation. So it says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision. All right, because that's when Esau, all right, began to get dominion in the earth. Mainly during the period of the Renaissance. All right, that's when Esau came back into power after Rome fell. Okay, but I'm gonna continue to read. It says, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. So Job's saying I wouldn't even have Esau around my dogs, man. All right, because you know how perverse and wicked these Edomites are, man. These so-called white people. All right, Job wouldn't even have them around their dogs, man. Around his dogs. Verse 2 says, yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished, for want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. All right, so Esau was ran into the wilderness, up into the mountains, man. All right. It says, verse 5, it says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. Okay. Verse 6, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed. All right. And they didn't even have a language, man. When you go into that word brayed, okay, it says to bray as an ass, scream from hunger, bray. You know how donkeys they make that noise, or horses they bray. All right, that's what Esau was doing, man, to communicate. And he was walking on all fours. All right, he will wear his clothes until it disintegrated off of his body. All right, and they would eat food out of the skulls, of their dead family members, man. All right, and keep in mind, Esau was doing all this while the rest of the world was still civilized. Okay, because hey, man. Esau, man, he tried to lie and say that, oh, we all was cave. That's a lie, man. Esau was the only caveman. Esau dwelt in Mount Seir. Then later on, he dwelt in the Caucasus Mountains. Okay. So I'm going to continue to read. Verse 7, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles where they gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were valor than the earth. Okay. Says they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. So, all right, the heathens, the Lord already said the Lord don't care about the heathens. All right. But even among the heathens, Esau, the so-called white man, is the worst out of all the heathens, man. Because in the kingdom of heaven, Esau is the only nation that's going to be extinct off the face of the earth, man. All right. So it says, and now am I their song, yea, I am their byword. Yeah, and even fast forward to the times we're living in now, we're Esau's byword. All right, he calls us niggas, spicks, wetbacks, But really, we're the Israelites. We're Yashala, the prince of the power, man. All right. So, it'll show you, it's a testament to Yahweh Shema Shai's power, man. Okay. Let me get Romans. I know I'm, going off course, but, Lord's will to tie. Everything will tie back in. This is Romans, the 9th chapter. Okay. And this is speaking about Esau. All right. But the Lord is comparing Esau to Pharaoh. Okay. Romans 9:16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Okay, so just like Pharaoh, the Lord raised Pharaoh up in Egypt, which was really the Israelites was the reason why Egypt was a great nation. All right, the Lord allowed Israel to go in to be in hardcore bondage. All right, and Egypt was this great nation underneath Pharaoh. Okay, but it says, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So, hey, the Lord raised Pharaoh up just so the Lord can deliver his people and destroy Pharaoh with those plagues, man. All right, so the Lord's name could be magnified. All right, throughout the earth for bringing that great destruction, man, and the great plagues. All right, and after Israel was delivered, the name of Yahweh Shema Shai went throughout the whole earth, and all these heathens feared Israel, feared Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, they feared the power of Israel, which is Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and even to this day, the story of Egypt and the deliverance of Israel is still going on to this day, man. All right, but this new deliverance pertaining to Jeremiah 16, starting at 15 to 16. All right, this new deliverance is going to top the ancient deliverance. All right, and who's Yahweh Shema Shai going to deliver Israel from this time? The modern day Egypt, the so-called white man. All right, Esau. Well, Esau is the modern day Pharaoh. All right. So there's no need for Esau to be proud, man. There's no need, because the Lord gave you this technology. The Lord allowed you to go up into space. All right. The Lord allowed you to create the nuclear missile. All right. Just so the Lord can turn around and use those missiles against you. All right. And to destroy you. So going back to Jeremiah 49 and 16, it says, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. So Esau, he's making his nest up there, man, because the eagle is the highest flying bird. Okay, so Esau, he likens himself unto the eagle. All right, you look at the Roman Empire, you look at America, the dollar, their symbol of Esau's symbol has always been the eagle, you know, which goes into his pride. He thinks he's higher than everybody, you know, and now Esau, he's, you know, creating weapons in the heavens, man. And what is he doing? Why is he making weapons in the heavens? Because he wants ultimately to fight against Yahweh Shai and the holy angels, okay, which the vehicles that Yahweh Shai and the holy angels ride in will be so-called UFOs. And the fact that Esau and his military, they keep over the span of America's existence, they've been seeing more and more chariot sightings. All right, Esau's been trying to keep it classified, but now, you know, there's so many chariot sightings that the military have to just admit that they're real. Okay, so Esau, he knows that Yahweh Shai is watching him, man. All right, and Esau knows that the chariots don't have his best interests. So now they gonna create weapons in space, man. All right, which they're going to be destroyed. Let me get some more precepts. Okay. Revelations chapter 12. Oh, Salakia. Bear with me real quick. Yeah, here it is. This is Revelation chapter 12 and 7. It says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. All right. So this is going to happen. There's going to be a war in heaven, man. All right. And out there in outer space, because when Yahweh Shai comes back, Yahweh Shai, he's going to invade the earth. He's going to crack the clouds. OK. And Yahweh Shai, he's going to be in the Father's ship, the biggest chariot of them all. All right. And beside Yahweh Shai is going to be an innumerable amount of angels. OK. And what they're going to do is they're going to enter into the house of the thief. They're going to enter into America. They're going to enter into the earth. OK. And Esau, he thinks he's going to try to fight off the chariots before they get into the earth. All right. But the angels, man, It's going to be a flawless victory with Yahweh Shai and the angels. They're going to mow through the Space Force. They're going to mow through the Air Force. Then they're going to mow through the military that's on the ground and the Navy, man. All right. Because Esau's technology is so low level, man. All right. The things that the angels could do in those chariots, you know, Esau can't even fathom. That's why Esau bugs out, man, every time the chariots show up. OK, so it says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. All right. The dragon represents Esau, Edom. And the dragon fought in his angels. Yeah. So Esau, he's going to have his fighter jets. All right. He's going to have his weapons in space. But this is going to happen. Verse 8, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found anymore in heaven. OK, so Esau's not going to prevail, man. All right. Yeah, he's going to lose. He's actually going to lose horribly. All right. Not one chariot is going to be touched by Esau. That's how high level and that's how powerful Yahweh Shema Shai is, man. All right. And one, the scriptures tell you that one chariot could destroy the earth, man. So how much more an innumerable amount, the gravity of power that is, innumerable amount of chariots showing up, Yahweh Shai showing up in the fathership. All right. It's literally going to be not even a challenge. Esau's going to get utterly eliminated, man. Obliterated. All right. Let me get this is 2nd Ezra chapter 13. All right. Because even though when Esau he thinks he's ready to fight the Lord, all right, when Esau sees the chariots up close, all right, sees Yahweh Shai, sees the innumerable amount of angels, all right, they're going to be afraid. They're not even going to want to fight. But the Lord is going to put the spirit on them and force them to fight to fulfill prophecy. So this is 2nd Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And this is Ezra's. He had a vision. OK, a vision of the things that are to come. All right. And we're living in that time that the appointed time where these visions is going to happen. OK, verse 3 says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And that man is speaking of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. But Yahweh Shai is going to come back as a so-called Negro, a melanated being. All right. He's going to be angry. He's going to have white woolly hair. All right. An afro. All right. And he's going to come back, and he's not going to come back handing out roses and daisies. All right. He's going to come back, with vengeance. All right. It says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Yeah, because Yahweh Shai, the scripture says, I will not meet thee as a man. Yahweh Shai, he's coming back in that angelic body, man. All right. In that immortal body, extraterrestrial body, man. All right. The only way you will be able to survive flying in a so-called UFO, you would have to have an extraterrestrial body, man. All right. So when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's going to have that new immortal body, that body that he received, after he was risen from the dead, man. All right. So it says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. OK, and just to get another precept going back to the Bible, quick precept just to show you that this is going to happen. This is Psalms chapter 68:17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. All right. So there's going to be an innumerable amount of chariots. OK, millions, tens of thousands, not tens of thousands is an understatement. All right. The Lord, he's going to come back with an innumerable amount, man. Back in 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha 13:3, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. Yeah, because the chariots, they going to be shooting those laser beams, man. All right. And those laser beams is nothing but concentrated fire. Verse 5, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. All right. I'm gonna read that again. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a great multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the earth, from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, and he graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. All right. So when Ezra seen the vision, he thought that Yahushua was standing upon a mountain, and that's how Yahushua's chariot is going to be compared to. All right. The biggest mountain on earth, the chariot is probably going to be bigger than that. Okay. It says, verse 7, but I would have seen the region or place wherewith the hill was graven, and I could not. Yeah, because the reason why is because that thing that Yahushua was riding on wasn't a mountain. All right, it was the fathership. It was a chariot, a so-called UFO. Okay. Verse 8, but here's the point right here. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. All right, because hey man, I'm gonna read that again. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So Esau, and not only Esau too, these other heathen nations are gonna stop from fighting World War III, and they're gonna turn around and try to fight Yahushua too. Not just Esau. All right. These other heathen nations that are involved in World War III, they're gonna stop fighting each other. They're gonna turn around and try to fight Yahushua and subdue him. All right. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid. So they're going to be sore afraid. Okay. Sore afraid. They're going to be terrified. All right. It says, and yet durst fight. So even though they're going to be terrified, they're going to be trying to turn around their vehicles around, but the Lord is going to put the spirit on them to turn their vehicle right back around and try to fight them. All right. And they're going to be destroyed, man. All right. And Esau, he makes movies about this. All right. One movie that comes to mind is Independence Day. OK, but this time Esau's not going to win. OK. So, yeah, man, I want to get a last precept, just to close it out. All right. This is going into, the chariots. It's Revelation chapter 19. And I'm going to start at 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And that white horse represents the chariot. OK, white meaning pure, and a horse, meaning power. OK, when Yahushua comes back, he's going to be coming back in that pure power. All right. It says, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he does judge and make war. All right. So Yahushua is coming back to judge and make war with the earth and the armies of the earth. OK, and when Yahushua enters into this place, he's going to destroy them weapons in space, man. Verse 12, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. Yeah, on his head were many crowns. That's symbolic to let you know that he's going to take the rulership from all these heathens, all right, that have their own dominion, their own country. All right, Yahushua is coming back to take the rulership from all these so-called kings of the earth. Okay, it says, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of the Most High. Yes, speaking of Yahushua. Okay, verse 14, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Yeah, the armies, the angels that are going to be with him. Okay. Verse 15, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. Okay, and out of his mouth go with the sharp sword. Those are the laser beams, man. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty power. Okay, so yeah, man, that's what Yahweh Shai is coming back to do, to make war with all these heathens and then subdue them, put them in captivity. All right, because really the earth and all the people therein belong to him anyways. All right, and Yahweh Shai is going to rule over the earth and over all creation. And Yahweh Shai is also going to pardon his rulership, with Israel, starting off with the elect. Okay. Psalms, the 2nd chapter. All right. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? All right. Because this war is being fought, and these other heathens, like these other nations like Russia, China, North Korea, they want to be the new superpower of the earth. All right. And America is on its way out of the door. All right. So they doing all this work behind the scenes because they want to be the new superpower. They want to have the monopoly over the earth. OK. But it says, why did the heathens and the people imagine a vain thing? Because that's not going to happen, man. All right. Yahweh Shai is coming back to rule. All right. And none of these nations is going to get a chance at ruling again. Verse 2, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Yeah, so the Lord is laughing at these heathens, man. All right. Laughing at Esau trying to hold on to his power, man. All right. Yahweh Shai is on his way back, man. Y'all really think y'all going to rule? After all the chariot sightings, all right, you see the men of the Lord, the prophets rising up. Y'all really think y'all going to continue to rule in wickedness? All right. I'm going to continue to read verse 5. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. Yep. And that's Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Verse 7. I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Okay. And the scriptures also say, that the Lord is going to make Yahweh Shai's enemies his footstool. Okay. So Yahweh Shai, he's on his way back to set order in the earth, man, to destroy all these nations and their armies, man, put them in slavery, all these heathens. And while Yahweh Shai is doing that, Yahweh Shai is also going to set up the new governing body of the earth, starting off with the elect of Israel, man. All right. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potted vessel. And that's going into hardcore slavery. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be ye instructed, ye judges of the earth. Why? Because the same thing Yahweh Shai is going to inherit, he's going to pardon that, with his brethren. All right. The Israelites, starting off with the elect. Okay. This is Romans chapter 8 and 17. And if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. Okay. I'm going to start up verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. So we're the Israelites, man. All right. Not the so-called Jew, which he's from the tribe of Amalek of the nation of Edom. We're the only ones that bear witness with the Spirit, which is the scriptures. All right. Are the curses that we're going through. All right. Our spirit, the different personalities of the tribes link up with the scriptures. Okay. It says, and if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him. All right. And the elect are the only ones that are going to suffer with Yahweh Shai. All right. The elect are the only ones that got the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai upon them to walk in the righteous way amongst the world of wickedness. And in doing so, it comes with many sufferings. It says that we may be glorified also together. Yeah, because Yahweh Shai is coming back to justify the righteous, man. All right. So when Yahweh Shai comes back in his glory with the chariots, all right, to bring that destruction and to subdue the heathens, the elect is going to be glorified also, man. All right, and set up as the next governing body of the earth, and not only the earth, but the universe to come. All right. So with that being said, I just wanted to do that quick lesson, man. All right. And also, any of those people that receive the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, is going to get hit with those laser beams when Yahweh Shai come back, or the nuclear missiles, man. All right. Because you take the chip, that means you're in allegiance, all right, with the gods of this world, which is Esau, Edom, all right, led by the spiritual demon Satan. And Yahweh Shai is coming back to destroy the powers of this world. All right. So with that being said, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Chakodas, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and citation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and a bar.